Alright, so for today's topic, I felt like I wanted to go into a little bit of a different topic. In fact, I'm starting from now, I wanted to go into a little bit of more going into talk about individual YouTubers. So I feel like that today, the topic I want to do for today's video is I want to talk about gaming YouTubers. Now, I want to say that I'm going to go into basically the YouTubers who were in the 2010s, the ones that are more prominent nowadays. Which is funny to me because I actually ended up posting a video a couple weeks ago of Markiplier reacting to 2010's nostalgia. But I want to say that I've always had that interest in YouTubers, but I haven't quite I wasn't sure if I should talk about them, but I've always kept it. I've always loved watching YouTubers and all that kind of stuff. But anyways, I'm gonna get into the video, so let's get started. Woke up on the west side, sitting at the beach, I was taking my time. Oh, darling of mine. I was thirsty. Alright, so the main people who I'm gonna talk about today, this is basically gonna be a video just me talking about them individually. I don't know how long this video is gonna be, just because I want to talk about them how I want to talk about them. So, the YouTubers I'm going to be going into today are going to be Markiplier, Jacksepticeye, and the Diamond Minecart. I will throw some other YouTubers out there, but those are going to be the main ones because those are the ones that I mostly watched. So I'm going to first start off with the one that I have kept up for, I've always kept up on, which is going to be Markiplier. Now, I want to say that Markiplier, for me, he's always been that one YouTuber who's always been there whenever I, watch YouTube. It's he's one of those YouTubers who I will just go when he posts some sort of video whenever there's a notification on his channel for it. And I gotta say that I've always enjoyed his content. There's been a few videos where I don't watch all of his content whenever he posts. There's some videos where I'll skip them, mainly because it's just not my cup of tea. But in general, I enjoy his content. I love his videos. There's always been certain videos that I'm more interested than others. Some examples of those videos that I'm more interested in than some other ones is, first of all, the MREs video, the flashlight video. There's been his Turbo Dismount series, which I occasionally watch as well. There's a lot of different videos that I watch as well. For him, I usually tend to either go back on some YouTubers and watch some of their older videos, and it's always fun to go back for not just for Markiplier, but a bunch of other YouTubers as well. It's a case where I think, if anything, these YouTubers are just you always can look forward, but you can always tend to look back on YouTube channels, besides one. But anyways, that I can say that even then, most channels, you can always tend to look back at certain YouTube videos and all that kind of stuff, which is what makes YouTube fun, because you can always look back at what was popular back then. And even for myself, I tend to look back at my older YouTube videos and always wonder what was my mindset and everything like that. And it's crazy to me, to look back at these YouTubers. Markiplier is one YouTuber who I tend to look back on, but one YouTuber who I am going to bring up right now, who I am looking back right now on, and he's a YouTuber. I actually have him on my TV right now. I'm going to watch his video afterwards, after I'm done editing. But Jacksepticeye, he is, for right now, he's one of my favorite YouTubers. And I actually have a Would You Rather video on my TV right now, this specific one. Jacksepticeye is one of those people who I think I've always had some sort of interest for, but not to a point to where I watch all of his videos all the time. I've always occasionally gone back to his channel, but recently I've been watching his videos like mad. I got through his Turbo Dismount series, I got through his Happy Wheels series, I've watched a bunch of his other videos as well. It's always been interesting to look at Jacksepticeye, especially his older videos, because the thing is that Jacksepticeye, I've always had this modest interest for. I didn't watch all of his videos whenever they came out. There would be only a few occasional videos that I'll watch on his channel, because again, there'll be some videos where it's just not my cup of tea, but It's kind of a case where like I look at his channel and it's crazy to think how much he's changed over the years and everything like that. It's just having that little bit of that.
Top of the morning to you, ladies. My name is Jacksepticeye, and welcome back to Happy Wheels.
Yeah, that triggered the censor, didn't it? But the thing is that just the fun of watching these YouTubers. There's something about Jacksepticeye that kind of just makes nowadays in my eyes that makes him pop out towards me. It's kind of a case where I like that because it's like there's just something about his content that I enjoy against some other YouTubers. Not saying that other YouTubers are bad or not. It's just like there's sometimes that feeling where some YouTubers just pop out at you and they're like, and you just like it, and it's a case. That's the case here. The catchy tune that he also has, All the Way, man, that's a banger as well. And it's like, and I think if anything, it's always fun. Like it's a motivation, somehow a motivational song as well. Like, which is funny on it. One more YouTuber who I will mention. This is kind of one that I don't really watch that much anymore, but I do think that this does fit, which is the Diamond Minecart, otherwise known as DanTDM. And I gotta say that I actually brought this out for the video because this is technically, I think this is technically his series that he did back in 2017, just on a DVD. And it's got a bunch of like playing cards in it, which is hilarious. Gets Dr. Trayaurus and some instructions apparently. You get Craig and
Introducing to you, the Craig.
I thought that joke would be funny because, you know what, it's funny. The Diamond Minecart to me is kind of interesting because I've always watched him when I was younger. In fact, true fact, in 2016, he actually dyed his hair, and when I was 11 years old in 2016. I had this idea to dye my hair blue, and this is the picture of me with my hair blue, and I'm like, it's crazy to look at. Like, this is like, how did DanTDM inspire me to do this? Really, I'm surprised that I dyed my hair blue. But getting back to the content, it's a case where I like back then I thought the content was fun. DanTDM is one of those people who I really did enjoy back in like 2016. Like watching his old videos and stuff. I don't really watch them anymore, but watching his old videos, it's kind of fun to just kind of look at what was in my childhood. Because I know there's some other YouTubers who I had in my childhood and they kind of faded away. But some of those YouTubers I don't even watch anymore. I just don't even go back to them. I just don't. I don't really understand why I don't. It's a case where the DanTDM has managed to keep himself in my life for some reason in my life still, but I have to say that I really do enjoy the content that these YouTubers have come up as. I love the idea of being able to watch the content that I think, if anything, I may have first not gotten into, but then it's slowly gotten to, which is basically Jacksepticeye. I've gotten into Jacksepticeye occasionally, but now it's like it's in my soul. It's like every single time I watch a Happy Wheels video, I want to do that Happy Wheels intro that Jacksepticeye does. Or there's those YouTubers who I watched for years on end, and then they still come into my life. They're still in my life. Markiplier, which is basically, I enjoy Markiplier the most. He's one of those people who I enjoy the most as being the YouTuber who there's something about Markiplier that I just enjoy. And it's always been like, I've watched Markiplier for a long time. I've always like watched him, and it's kind of crazy to look at what Markiplier's done over the years. Like, he went from being like making pancakes to making an OnlyFans.
Son of a fuck!
I think that, honestly, against what other YouTubers have come up in my life right now as it is, I think Markiplier is the one that I enjoyed the most. I mean, Jacksepticeye, I love his content. He does amazing content and everything like that. There's other YouTubers who I would bring up, or actually I will bring up because but they're not a part of the gaming realm. DankPods, Drugun, PlayingRock124, Mr. Who's the Boss. There's so many other ones, but I those are the ones that I particularly enjoy as of right now. But Markiplier is one of the ones that I think, if anything, he not only does great content, but some of the content that he's done is it's variety in its own sense, because even though he mostly does gaming, he does like videos on reviewing gadgets and all that kind of stuff, which is interesting to look at. The thing is that variety in content is kind of something where it brings out kind of a new factor of a person, because like you'll have an idea in your head and then you'll think about it for a while, decide if this would be a good idea, but then post it and you're like, hey, this is something new, I'm happy that I decided to do this, why don't I do some more? That's kind of the thing. Like Jacksepticeye and the Markiplier, these two YouTubers have done multiple different projects. Markiplier did Space with Markiplier, which I thought it was great. It was good. I was gonna say it was great, but honestly I do have to say it was good. Not my cup of tea again, but it was kind of interesting to have a little interactive sort of movie. But I don't know what the conclusion of this video is. I honestly wanted to do a video talking about older YouTubers, older gaming YouTubers, which I think, if any, which are still alive today and stuff like that. I wanted to do this video and just try something new, because I felt like that talking about YouTubers, I love watching YouTubers. It's one of my favorite things, and I think, if anything, I want to talk about YouTubers more, because the thing is that I love watching YouTube. I don't watch TikTok as much. I don't really watch shorts. I don't really watch reels. Really don't watch reels. I do watch them occasionally, but not as much as I watch YouTube. It's just a case where YouTube is just my case where I just love watching YouTubers. It's just interesting to look at YouTubers against like what YouTubers I'm interested in right now against what I was interested in like 5 years ago or something like that. I don't know why I said that part, but I just don't know what the conclusion of this video is. I just decided to make this video because I felt like I wanted to do something new. I think I'm going to do more videos like this where I'm talking about particular YouTubers. Maybe we do like a review, maybe talk about YouTubers' history and stuff like that. But hey, if you like this video, consider liking it and possibly subscribing to the channel. And I want to say thank you to anybody who decided to view this video all the way to the end, which, man, I want to go into this stuff more. So I hope you guys enjoy, and I'll see you guys in another video. Bye.
Back that ass up.